all improvised. I've never played this before, so let's see what I feel, what squeezes, and hopefully it squeezes some emotion out of you. Here goes. Great tune. Oh my god. Saving that one to my favorites. That has to be. It has to be a favorited before I move to my next track because that was way too good to not be added to my favorites. Save favorites. Okay, done deal. Cool. All right, I'm going to stay on the recommendations for this particular, I don't know, thread, whatever. See what else is happening here. Elegant and groove backing track in B minor. Well, let's try that. Elegant. I don't know.
Does your internet bill make you anxious? Not me. I'm on T-Mobile Home Internet. They have price lock guarantee. That means they'll never...
Okay, here we go. See what Are those pearl insets in the neck? Yeah, it is, Bethany. The good eye. Those are diamond pearl inlays in the frets. I'll go over some specs right now. It's a Black Widow headstock. It's a BC Rich Warlock guitar with 7 strings. And this is the only one of its kind made. There was a lot made a while back with 6 strings and a traditional headstock. But this one has a Black Widow headstock. It's got 7 strings. There's a lot to this guitar that makes it extremely unique. They don't even make it anymore, so I wouldn't even know how to evaluate this guitar, at least monetarily, because they don't make them anymore, and it's got so many unique specs on it. 7 strings, Black Widow headstock. It's got a Floyd Rose licensed floating bridge, so it goes both ways. Also very rare, but I require a bridge that goes both ways so that I can use more expression with the bridge versus a lot of bridges only go down. This one goes up and down, therefore it's floating. It's also much more advanced too. I wouldn't recommend it for a beginner guitar player, but for me, yeah, it works out pretty well. And the diamond inlays. It's also got 25 frets. There's a lot of guitars that have 21, 22, 24 frets. But this is the only one I've ever seen with 25 frets. So everything about this guitar is very unique and very special, and they don't make them anymore. So it's pretty cool I got this one, you know? It's a beautiful, beautiful guitar. BC Rich is the only guitars you love. Right on. I love other guitars. Jackson makes some really cool guitars, like the Extended V Randy Rhoads model. It's pretty cool. The Jackson Kelly, which is what Marty Friedman plays, one of them anyway. So yeah, I'm pretty much almost exclusively Jackson and BC Rich guitars. They're pretty sweet. And Epiphone makes a killer acoustic guitar. So when it comes to acoustics, I'm all about Epiphone. Look at that. An artist made this thing. Look at that. It's incredible. Even the bridge is amazing. It's awesome. It's white usually or black. Well, actually, since you brought that up, Bethany, you'll be happy to know, I have the black one right here. So the specs between the white one and the black one are exactly the same. They both are Black Widow headstock, as you can see. They both have the diamond pearl inlays. They both have 7 strings. They both have the Floyd Rose licensed floating bridge. Everything about them is unique and identical, except the color. One's black and one's white. I call them the politically correct identical twins. So yeah, here's the standard black version, and I usually play the white one because it just pops more in video, you know? It says with pointy guitar. Yeah, I love the pointy guitars. Some of them. Some pointy guitars are a bit ridiculous in my opinion, but some of them are really cool. Beautiful as well. Absolutely, Bethany. Oh my god. Tin and yang. Yin and yang. I'm assuming that was an autocorrection error. Yes, Bethany. Absolutely. Yep, you got it. I read through the typo. Absolutely. But it's pretty awesome I got both of these. So I bought both of these guitars, I want to say, let's see, it was 2000, what year was it? It was 2001. So, oh my god, 22 years ago I bought these guitars. I don't remember for sure. I know they were more than $1,500 a piece. I want to say they were $1,800 a piece. So $1,800 a piece. What is that? $3,600 between the two of them, and that was 22 years ago. And they don't make them anymore. So who knows what they're worth nowadays, but they're absolutely beautiful guitars. They play perfectly. It doesn't matter what style of music I play because I play so many different styles. And they're just, it's amazing. Do they sound identical? Yeah, they sound identical because everything about them is identical. So they sound, the hardware, everything is identical except the color. One's black and one's white, literally. You're welcome for telling you about them, Bethany. I'm glad you're here. Thank you, Mandy. They are very cool and well worth it. Yes, indeed. Well, shall I play another song? I'm always happy to engage with you between songs and even during songs too, for that matter. Do you have any other questions for me before I go on to the next piece that I'll improvise to? I love dancing, like the literal sense of dancing, salsa, bachata, West Coast swing, and so forth. But I think of guitar playing nowadays anyway as a dance, because mostly what I do nowadays is I freestyle it. I just improvise, and it's like a dance. You have to think quickly on your feet, making it up as you go along, connecting to the music. It's like a dance. Mandy Ann, always metal. I love metal, Mandy. Mandy, it's been a minute, as the kids say. Haven't seen you in quite a while. I'm glad you're here. I hope we connect more, Mandy. It's really nice to see you. It's a blast from the past, kind of, in a way. But yeah, I hope to connect more with you, Mandy. And Bethany. What is your favorite genre to play? Traditionally, my favorite genre is exotic, melodic, heavy metal. I'd still say that's true. But anything that squeezes out human emotion is good. Also, as a dancer on the guitar, freestyling it, if I'm playing along with music that is very boring, then I take it as my personal challenge to make it interesting and exotic and exciting by the context that I will add to it with my freestyling over it, my dancing over it. Because playing freestyle guitar is like a dance, it's dancing. Favorite metal band? My favorite metal band, Mandy, you got it. Bethany, Mandy just answered it. King Diamond. Yes, King Diamond is my favorite heavy metal band. Actually, King Diamond is my favorite band, period, for any style of music. I think King Diamond is the most musically creative band I've ever heard in my life. King Diamond is pretty amazing. So that is my favorite. And beyond that, I couldn't, like if somebody asks me my favorite album or favorite song, I couldn't do it. It's impossible. I love King Diamond. King Diamond's always got two guitar players because they do a lot of harmonies and counterpointing and things like that, and contrapuntal motions. But Andy LaRocque of King Diamond, one of his guitar players, is probably my favorite guitar player of all time. Right up there with Jason Becker. Jason Becker wrote Cacophony, Speed Metal Symphony, and he did a lot of other interesting projects as well, getting outside of the confines of heavy metal for sure. He's really great in any style of music and merging them all together. Shelley, yes, Yngwie Malmsteen I love. He's the godfather of the neoclassical heavy metal movement. Yngwie Malmsteen as a guitar player is certainly an influence on me for sure. Here's some quick Yngwie Malmsteen. Let's see here. So that is something that Yngwie would do right out of the Baroque era of classical music, which is basically a full diminished arpeggio sweep run. So I hope you dug that. In fact, I'll do it again because that sounded so cool, but in a slightly different key. About that. Okay. All right, here's another Yngwie piece. It's something that Yngwie would do. I'm going to do an A minor, extended A minor arpeggio piece through the guitar neck, ending with a tail of vibrato. Here goes. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. that's something Ingve would do for sure. What do you tune at? I tune at standard concert pitch. I'm not one who tunes down. A lot of bands tune down, especially nowadays. It's more of a new trend. So I play a standard concert pitch, A equals 440. But I have the 7 strings, so if I want to go deep, I can go 2.5, which is 5 notes. But for those of you who know theory, 2.5 steps deeper. So this guitar, because it has 7 strings, will go 2.5 steps into a bass clef, which is pretty cool. This is literally the pipe organ of guitars. So I can go, I'll show you what I mean. Oh, here we go. So that's standard concert pitch for E. So it goes down to a B, a low B in a bass clef. So I don't need to tune down if I want to play something that's a half step flat or a whole step flat like a lot of bands do. I can just do it on that low B string. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Right on, Bethany. That's super cool. I love that. Yeah, I love that too. It's pretty neat. Okay, so since we're pretty engaged on this thing right now, I'm going to ask you guys, what would you rather hear me play? Something that's melodic and soft, something that's more jazzy, something that's more bluesy, something that's more metal, something that's exotic? Give me some descriptive adjectives as something that you would like to hear me play. And based on your responses, I'll do it. Right. I hear you, Bethany. Drop D can sound cool. So a drop D is a little different. So they're not tuning down all the strings. If it's a literal drop D, they're just tuning down the E string a whole step. And then all the other strings are still tuned to standard concert pitch versus tuning a whole step flat. And I never really like that. Like, I like to keep all the strings relative. So if I were going to tune down, I would tune all the other strings down as well. So I was never a fan of any of the drop tunings. But Ingve, for example, since that came up, Ingve never did the drop, almost never. Ingve did a half step flat, so he would tune all the strings down a half step flat. And then once in a while, he would drop the E string down another whole step beyond that, so a whole step and a half, where the others would just be tuned down a half step. I don't see myself ever doing that. If I were to tune down, I would just tune all of them down and keep them relative to each other. But I don't even really want to do that, to be honest, because I've got these 7 strings here. It goes down to a B, 2.5 steps flat into a bass clef. So I just don't really feel the need for that, you know what I mean? Melodic metal jazzy. Okay, Mandy. I might have something, just the thing for you for that. So, let's see here. All right. A mix. Okay, a mix. Fair. Well, I can't play Fair Factory, Bethany, because I will get struck down by copyright infringement. So give me descriptive adjectives versus, names of bands. And I can do keyword searches for that descriptive adjective and see what I come up with. That makes more sense to me, actually, but it's not needed the way you play. Thank you. I appreciate it. I always like the mix-ups that you do. Thanks, Mandy. Mandy, it is so good to see you. I haven't seen you in so long. I'm going to have to, after this is over, I'm going to private message you because it's just been so long since I've seen you, and it's great to see you. I'm glad you're here. Oh yeah, I forget that. Bethany. Okay. I'm going to pull something up now that, let's see here. There's a particular, really, I think I just did that one. I'm going to pull something up here that I think is particularly very interesting in a metal sense, since that's where you all seem to be going right now. So, I'm going to get that going. Whoops. One moment here. Almost there. Nope, that's not it. Okay, almost there. Here we go.
Hershey's milk chocolate with whole
Oh my
almonds
god.
makes for a wholly amazing.
Okay, the track is loaded. It has been a while. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask you what you've been up to, Mandy, that's for sure. But yeah, count on a message for me when this is over. For sure, Mandy. Okay, Mandy? Alright, so here's the next track coming right up. 1 second. Alright, here it is. This is in C minor. It's kind of a short track, which I prefer right now since you all are so engaged. But let's do this track real quick, and then I'll come back and I'll get some feedback. And depending on your feedback, that will dictate the next track that I do. So here it goes. enjoyed that all. Mandy, Shelly, Bethany. Like, literally, are you bad at anything? Holy shit, you can shred. Mad. Wow, thank you, but am I bad at anything? Oh my goodness. I'm just, wow. Ooh, oh my goodness. I love shredding. More than anything though, as much as I love shredding, I love vibrato, which is kind of the opposite of shredding. It's kind of weird. Like here's shredding. I think I know what, I think everyone has a general idea of what shredding means. So here's shredding, and then I'll show a vibrato, which is actually my favorite. Shredding. And then here's vibrato, and I even added a vibrato when I was doing some of that shredding when I would rest on a note. So here's vibrato. So that wave-like thing, that's vibrato. To me, that is any instrument that has the capability of vibrato, including singers, when they throw that wave in there and they do it good, and God, that is that's like the most expressive human emotion thing ever. I love vibrato. So on my guitar, I focus more on vibrato than anything, even more than arpeggio sweeping. Like, here's arpeggio sweeping, what I mean by that. Faster. Right there. I love that too. Right on. Love that. Right on. And yes. Okay. So the last tune I did was very metal, right? I'm going to do something very different. And I'm still listening to you guys. So if there's some descriptive adjectives that you'd like me to play, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to do something, I don't know, maybe a smooth, slow, melodic, exotic, jazzy piece. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's see here. Emotional Spanish, slow backing track. All right, let's try that out. Spanish music, I love it. I'm a Latin dancer, salsa bachata, I love Latin dancing. Let's do it on the guitar.
Introducing One Lion.
Okay, let's see what happens here. Well, thank you, Mandy. Do my thing. my son plays his guitar. He taught himself, and I was shocked. I love hearing him play. That's awesome, Shelly. Proud mom you are. I love that you were here. Mandy, I love you're here. Shelly, I love it. Bethany, I love it. I just love that you're here. I really do. My feeling about the live feeds is like I could do a recording and there's no interaction. There's no engagement. And there's some value to recordings, but the live feed, the magic to that is when you're here and we've got this engagement, and I absolutely love it. It's kind of like a drug. My son is also teaching himself. Proud mom, you also are, Mandy. Very cool. My dad and brother are drummers. They've always had a set of pearls. Oh, cool, Bethany. Awesome. All right, so now I'm going to do another track. See what this one is like. You missed... Mandy, I miss seeing you in my live videos. Mandy, I miss seeing you in my live videos so much that when I'm done with this one, I'm gonna check in with you, private message. So it's coming as soon as this is over. So there you go. It's been a while. I really miss it. Really miss seeing you here. Let's see what this next track is like. Okay, here we go. Oh, beautiful. Oh my God. Maybe I should just play this one now, right?
most efficient smartwatch in the world. Not only is it very slim and sleek looking, but it's also very...
Alright, I'm going to do that one again, but I'm going to do it with my electric guitar. So I did that one with all acoustic. I agree, music is everything. I agree, Mandy. Yeah, music is a lot. I don't know if it's everything, but it certainly is a lot. Okay, I'm going to do that same piece, but with the electric guitar. So that should be pretty easy, Let's try it again. Electric guitar. The first song my son played me was Metallica. Really? Well, that's not a song. That's a band. So, Shelly, what song by Metallica did your son play for you? The first song I ever learned was For Whom the Bell Tolls by Metallica. That was a very long time ago. I was 16 years old. For Whom the Bell Tolls. That was my start. So, Shelly, I'm very curious. What song by Metallica did your son learn as his first ever song that he learned how to play? So that's For Whom the Bell Tolls, right? I'll do it again. So that's some of the main riffage in For Whom the Bell Tolls. I'm sure some of you probably recognize that, right? Okay, here's the same song with electric guitar now. Here we go. abruptly. Wow. Pretty cool tune. Alright, let's get caught up with the messages here then. Let's see, what have I missed? I missed so much. Oh my god. Wow. Anyway, I have to read the comments after I'm done playing because I cannot keep up with them while I'm playing. But I love it. Your son taught himself by listening. That's pretty cool. I started out that way, but for me anyway, it had its limitations. So I started taking lessons when I was still a teenager. And it really helped out a lot. So I'm glad I took lessons. Master of... The first song he learned was Master of Puppets. You gotta be kidding me. That's amazing. Like, For Whom the Bell Tolls is easy, which is the first thing I learned, so... So Master of Puppets, it's only difficult if you down pick it. Like, it's not hard to play if you alternate pick it. But, yeah, the brilliance of Master of Puppets, at least in musicality's context, is the down picking. James Hetfield is the master down picker of all time. And it makes it sound heavy versus alternate picking. So if you ever see a cover band covering Master of Puppets, odds are they're alternate picking it. And it doesn't sound as heavy. But when you down pick the thing at that speed, oh my god, it sounds so heavy. And it's a very small club of people that can do that, that's for damn sure. So that's the magic of Master of Puppets. Some of the magic of it anyway. Alright, should I do another song? Let me know. Let's see here. F minor. Yeah, I'm doing this one. Here we go. a fun little track I've never done before to sort of get lost in. That was fun. That was pretty much all in the key of F minor. There were no modulations or anything like that, so it was pretty easy to improvise to and just feel out. So it was pretty cool. Well, thanks everyone for being here. I am going to conclude tonight's live feed with that one. I appreciate all the comments, all the engagement. Thank you for being here. Hope you enjoyed that. Bye for now. Mwah. Musical Orgasms is the website.